Hey team, happy Friday, and Merry Christmas early if I'm not going to see you again before then. Hope everybody has a great holiday. I'm going to jump right in to try and be quick and get us there. Okay, so a couple things this week that I wanted to share, a few housekeeping things especially. Green Heart meals, going really great. You're getting them out of the freezer. You're obviously eating them. I think we're forgetting to take them out of inventory though. Charge yourselves for them. So make sure that you're really diligent about taking the labels off your meals and checking out before you eat them. I've made a habit of trying to do this while they're heating up so that I don't forget, and since I have that free minute or two at that time. So please make sure that you're diligent about that. I don't want to have to change our policy on how we handle those things in any way when it's so simple and easy right now. I think it's just an honest mistake. They're being forgotten, so try and remember. The next thing that I wanted to share also went out earlier this week in Slack from Laura, and that is about the trainings in humanity and other notifications. We've often wondered why they ask who your mobile provider is in your humanity profile. And turns out it's if they know that, you can get text alerts for if any changes have been made for your profile, if you've been assigned a training, if you've had an approval of a request of some sort. So go into your profile now after this video and add who your mobile provider is and make sure that the mobile number matches what your cell phone number is where you want to receive those alerts. And you'll start to get text messages, SMS messages on those things that you want to be reminded of. It's important. Also, we are running really short on some essentials like leashes and pins. And I think what happens is I think we take them home in our pockets or, in our little carry bags or whatever that you have. I think that they end up walking out the door a lot of times with us instead of a client, which is okay, but it's really helpful if you can do a little inventory of your vehicle, of your locker, of your home, and bring back those supplies so that we can put them back to use. Leashes, pens, highlighters, Sharpies, those types of things. You'll know if they come from work and just bring them back here. It's helpful. Or if you've got a junk drawer full of pens at home and you're thinking you don't need that, bring those here too. We can donate to the cause. It's really helpful. So the next thing for me to share is about the upcoming New Year's holiday. It's really something that I feel passionately about because I have a dog at home who is noise phobic, and fireworks are miserable for she and I. So I like to educate owners, especially around this time of year, about firework safety. We have some social media posts and some emails that'll be going out to clients. I'll share those ahead of time in Slack so you can see what they are, but they're all regarding noise phobias and fears of fireworks and things that we want to share with owners to guide them through how to be safe and make their pet really comfortable during that holiday. So one of them will reference calling our office for solutions on noise phobia and for anxiety relieving medications. So I just like to remind you of what that policy is. It's a great idea to recommend Sileo because it's the easiest to administer. Some clients who are comfortable with tablets or who use them all the time, they can just go ahead and get refills and we can dispense those. You don't have to leave a message for a doctor. It's okay to go ahead and go through the process of getting in touch with the lab nurse and getting those filled without a doctor's permission. And just know that we're only going to fill 1 or 2 doses of that medication for them to try. And then the lab nurse can call them with whatever the solution is and get those things picked up. So the process for the call center team or whoever answers the phone is take a message, put it on the lab nurse's work list message, and then we'll go from there. Lab nurses, once you get those prescriptions filled and you call the owner, you can explain how to use them and when they can pick them up. That'll be how we handle that process. Again, our recommendations are typically going to be Sileo, acepromazine, and trazodone for those types of things. And again, we'll only dispense 1 or 2 doses. The Sileo is going to come in a whole syringe, so they do have to buy the kit, but it's really ideal because people in Louisiana celebrate New Year's for like 3 days and are doing fireworks constantly. I know that's what I'm taking home for my pet. It is a little bit more expensive, but I find that it does the job. She doesn't have any of the nasty, groggy side effects that go along with it. And again, I have that syringe and I can continue to redose for those days. And it's good for a couple weeks after for my crazy neighbors who keep popping them fireworks. So again, make sure you make a good recommendation and guide people in the right way. And we'll be happy to answer any questions that you have along the way. The last thing that I wanted to mention is about social media, and this is kind of a two-part post. So it is very, very meaningful to pet owners to see our team loving their pets, and that's the kind of pictures that I like to post on social media with explanations of our services or just little shout outs to team members who are treating a pet extra specially. So if you have those pictures, please share them with me. One thing that hasn't been quite right is that I've been seeing a lot of team members of ours sharing those pictures on their own personal social media pages, which again, I know your intent is so sweet and so perfect. However, there's some legality there that we have to be really careful of. We do have a company policy that says that you're not allowed to do that. You cannot take a picture with your own phone and post it on your own social media. When we get authorization from an owner to do that on our new client form, it's for the company to do that. So acting on behalf of Lafayette Veterinary Care Center on Lafayette Veterinary Care Center's social media pages is what we get permission for, not for you to do it on your own. So do not do that. If you take those cute pictures, the process is send them to me and then I'll post them on our social media page. And then you can go in and you can tag yourself or you can share it to your page, but it has to be generated from LVCC. So I've got a couple ways to make that even easier for you instead of sending it to me. On some of the hospital devices, I've uploaded a Facebook Pages Manager. I'm going to have a little supplemental video after this to tell you exactly how to do that. But you'll use this Pages app to just upload those pictures and it's going to go right to our page. And we have different albums set up that you can choose to send them to. So if it's a new pet who we're welcoming to the LVCC family, like a puppy or a kitten, or even an older pet who's just here for their first visit, that would go in the new arrivals folder. And there are other folders, or albums rather, that you can post those things to. And if you're not sure where exactly they go, you can send them to me and I'll either save them for the perfect post for later, which is my preference, or I'll guide you on what you can do with it right then and tell you about the quality of that picture. What I'm asking for in this supplemental video is for us to get a lot better as a team about posting new pet pictures again. Clients really, really appreciate it, and because they see it online when they come in, they really do expect us to do it now. I love it. Other people love it. You love it. So let's get better about doing it. Ask clients if we can take their picture, use one of our devices to do it, and upload it right then during their visit so they have the luxury of checking in, tagging themselves, and enjoying the whole process there. Again, I'll have that video separate for those who need to reference it to know exactly what to do and how to do it to get those things up there successfully. The very last thing that I have is about our group treatments, and this would be like what we call our packages. An example of those would be vaccine packages like wellness, CHME, FHME, teeth cleaning, spays, neuters, things where if you work in the treatment plan section of Avamark and you are offering these services to clients, you know that you just have to enter one code and then it expands to include all of the treatments. Again, those examples that I listed are among a few that we have. There's not a lot, but those are the most popular ones. And what I'm finding recently is our team is you are not understanding that what's in a group is all together, and that they can't be separated. So the best example that I ran across today is that we had a pet who was here for a teeth cleaning, but they didn't want the blood work portion of it because they recently paid for blood work separately. Well, I can understand where they're coming from with that, but the discount applies when the whole group is there. That's what enables us to make it a whole number discount instead of just a percentage. So if you take something out of that group, the whole number discount is still there, which means that we might be double or triple discounting, which makes it unaffordable for us to do. So what happened in this case was they removed the blood work from the group and it lowered the price, but it left the whole number discount on there. And unfortunately, what happened even further to add insult to injury is the client was here redeeming $50 additional off for the December promotion for a teeth cleaning. So we were offering a $100 discount on a $300 procedure at that point, and it became unaffordable for us. So we are having to disappoint the client to explain to them what the better option, which would be, is to pay for the entire teeth cleaning package as intended and then use the $50 off, because they're going to get the better deal doing that. But it's disheartening to find that this has been happening. It makes us question sometimes whether we can afford to do these discounts, which are very fun, and it's great to allow a pet owner to otherwise afford what they couldn't have. But our team has a responsibility of doing that right and understanding it. So I'm going to say it one more time to make sure that you understand it. A group is a group. If you start taking things out of a group, it's no longer a group. So that's the easiest way to understand. Sometimes you go to a fast food restaurant and you maybe order a combo meal, and you maybe don't want all of the fries, but you get the combo meal anyways because it's the best deal. They're giving you the best packaging deal. That's how our groups are. And our team doesn't seem to have trouble grasping at that when we do the CHME, and you understand that the vaccines are zeroed out. So if they don't get all the vaccines, that's okay. They're getting the majority of the vaccines and it's cheaper. So teeth cleaning, spays, and neuters are the same way. You can't take the blood work out and expect to still receive the same discount. If this is in any way confusing to you, I understand. I understand that it's complicated, but I need you to understand that we have to all get it and we have to be on the same page for what we offer, what we promote, and what we do. So if I can get together with you and talk to you about it and show you in any more detail, I'd be happy to. If you get it now, I'm going to be quiet. But we have to respect this process and get this going correctly as soon as possible. So again, drop by the office if you need further clarification. Melinda, Dr. Kristen, myself, we're all really well versed in this and we're happy to help you. Okay, so that's all my announcements for this week. I hope that you have an amazing holiday again and really enjoy yourself and be safe. And to those who are working this holiday, thank you. We appreciate you so much, and we're here to help if you have any needs. Take care.